Are you stuck on how to pick the right cosmetology school? In this video, I'm going to help you make a well-informed decision. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Miss La. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I'm also an Aveda graduate, and I'm a PBA Beacon winner, and I'm also an entrepreneur of 3 fashion and beauty brands. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Go ahead and subscribe, and also hit that bell for notifications on when I do post videos. I post videos every Wednesday, so go ahead. Don't wait any longer because I have some information to give to you. Go ahead, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. If you are currently looking at different cosmetology schools, I've wanted to do this video ever since I graduated from Aveda, but life got in the way, so I'm just now getting around to shooting this video. But I have some good tips and tricks, and I think I'm going to do it in a video or cosmetology school series. So I do have 2 other videos out that cover the state board, the practical and the written portions. So I'll leave the links below so you can check that out. And those videos would apply to pretty much any state. You can get something out of it. I was able to pass my state board on the first try. Some people say it's hard. It is, but if you prepare, and I prepared like nobody's business, then you should be able to pass that test on your first try. So I started out at Regency Beauty School when it was open. I was about 700 hours over and the school just closed. And that was a really horrible time, but after I got over that, then they started to list teach-out schools. And a teach-out school is a school that you go to when another school closes. Another school will come in and help you out. So there were a couple of different schools listed, and I decided to go to Aveda because I knew some of the instructors there from Regency, and I just felt as though that was the best choice. In picking a cosmetology school, you have to pick one that's right for you, because those are from Michigan. I'm in Michigan. It's like 1,500 hours. For your state, it may be different, more or less. But either way, whether you're part-time or full-time, it's just a really huge commitment on your part, personally, financially, and you should be making sure you pick a school that's going to be in line with the person that you are. The first tip I have for picking a cosmetology school is pretty simple. Write down your goals. When you write down your goals, it gives you clarity and you know what you want to focus on. So when you start visiting these schools, if you don't think they're in line with what you want to achieve, then just don't go there. Keep looking until you find a school that can accommodate and are in line with what you want to accomplish. Tip number 2, take a tour of the school. When you take a tour of the school, this is just my personal opinion because I happen to go on a busy day, try to ask or try to pick a day you feel as though would be their busiest days for you to visit. When you do that, that will kind of give you a feel of how busy they can get once you start taking guests and taking clients on the floor. That will give you an indication of how the instructors interact with the students, and you can see what a typical day would be like going to that school working on guests. The next tip covers finances. So after you take your tour, make sure, and they will offer it, I would assume, but make sure you go and you visit financial aid. you need to find out and see in writing exactly what your financial obligation will be before, because some of them do have an application fee. When I went to Aveda, they did have an application fee. I think it was like $100. So you want to understand what you have to do before, what you are responsible for financially during school, and what your obligation will be after school. You may think, oh, I'm going to go to school and I'm going to start making money. That's not how that's going to go. It is not. Here in Michigan, Governor Snyder, before he left, did pass something that says after, I believe it's 350 credit hours, and you can go on the state website to find out about that. But after 350 credit hours, Governor Snyder did sign off that you can go to work in a salon. And when they say work in a salon, meaning not doing all these crazy kind of services, you are more than likely going to be just the shampoo girl or just like the assistant. So not really doing more, you know, full services, but more like the assistant. But you can go to the State of Michigan website and you can find out about that. Get recommendations. When I say get recommendations, you can do a Google search. You could also reach out to other students to find out how they liked it. You should just be trying to find out as much as you can about what other people thought about the school. In addition to the reviews, when you go on that tour, you should be asking questions as well, and you can get a feel from the instructors and the students if you ask questions of both of them about their experience there. Also, while you're in the enrollment office or talking to the admissions advisor, ask about the graduation rate. That's important because you want to know that. Ask them to see things like how many people have actually completed their credit hours. That's important because to me, if they have a low rate of how many people completed, then that may be an issue within the school itself. I'm not sure, but to me that just sends up a red flag. Also ask if they host job fairs. Job fairs are a very good way for you to network and to see what's out there, to get your brand out there, and for you to meet people. So ask them if they host job fairs at that particular school. The next tip I have is to book a service. When you book a service, you can have services performed by students that are well into the program. When you do that, you can kind of get a feel of how they act and how they're trained is pretty much going to be what you're going to go through. And then you can also see how they interact with the instructors, when the instructors come over, how they are in the whole client-student process. So I would advise you to book a service. The final tip I have for how to pick a cosmetology school is to read any literature that they give you. When you go to have your tour, more than likely they're going to give you some type of literature for you to take home. Read that. Don't just go home and in the car you're all excited and telling everybody you're going to go to cosmetology school. Read it, because I was given a student handbook, and when I read that student handbook, I had questions. So when you read that, you know what is expected of you and what they're going to give you in return. So whatever happens, it's not a surprise to you. Picking a cosmetology school can be difficult, but the tips that I provided are things that I went through, and it helped me to be a success when I got to cosmetology school. Take your time, visit a couple of schools. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but if I can do it, you can do it. Just have your goals. Don't go in there with no plan in mind. Have a plan. Get that clarity, stick to it, and you can do this. All right, so that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments or want to share your experiences about when you were in cosmetology school, go ahead and comment below, or you can direct message me, whichever you choose. Be sure that you're subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.